So here we provide three different services, which are all solar powered. One is solar irrigation, other is solar agro processing, and the third is solar refrigeration for horticulture crops. So the difficulties are slightly different in the first two as opposed to the third service. So for irrigation and agro processing, what we're trying to do is actually replace diesel motors and generators. And in the case of solar cold storages, actually it's an unmet need. So yeah, I will outline the challenges and how we overcome it differently for the three different services. So some of the challenges, of course, are about, it's a price sensitive market. Affordability is an issue. We are serving the, smallholder farmers, low income households, and therefore price sensitivity. So yes, they should derive some economic benefit from switching from what they're already using, or the service itself should be affordable. So that's one. The other, of course, is the quality of the service that we provide, and yeah, what kind of customer service we offer is obviously also of paramount importance to them. So yeah, these are some of the challenges we face, and how we go about actually addressing them is we like to actually get a buy-in from the community before we actually implement our projects or deploy our assets. And how we do that is in a couple of ways. One, we partner with local NGOs, NGOs that have already been working, or civil society organizations that have already been working with these communities. So there's a level of trust, and this network helps us in, getting connected with that community, and these NGOs or civil society organizations help us with that community mobilization and bringing awareness of the benefits of the service we are bringing to them. So that's one. The other, of course, is we also meet other stakeholders locally. So generally, it is the panchayat or the pradhan, or other local leadership that is available over there, and we conduct focus group discussions. So where we make aware of what we are offering, what the different tariffs are, and so on and so forth, how it actually alleviates some of the challenges the communities are facing right now in terms of the irrigation needs and irrigation costs. So at these meetings, then obviously we clearly lay out, provide an outline of what we are offering and how this is beneficial to them, how economically it's beneficial to them. So we definitely price all our services at least 20% cheaper than the alternative if they already had one. In the case of irrigation and agro processing, since they were using diesel-based pumps and motors and generators, so we price ourselves. And we clearly show it to them through marketing materials, through flyers. We distribute flyers. We have explainer videos which we show to them, how this is cheaper. So they fully understand. Sometimes because they don't do calculation of what their current costs are. So we help them actually come up with their current expenditure and then show that how ours is cheaper by a certain percentage, in our case 20%. So yeah, so that's one way. Another thing we do is to build that trust, which is, I think, is very critical, is by also hiring people from that community where the assets and the projects are being deployed and installed. So at the last mile, how our distribution happens, our services happens, is through an operator, both for irrigation, agro processing, and also for cold storage. So there's an operator there who helps with distribution of the irrigation water, or of the milling, and also of storage in the cold storage. So this operator we hire directly from the community where we are actually deploying the project. So that helps us build trust within the community as well. So yeah, these are two or three different ways in how we address the challenges we face. And given the model that we have now, and also underlying all of this is our inclusive customer centric model. So instead of trying to sell a technology or a product, what we've done is we understand their challenges with upfront capital investment. Therefore, we are offering a pay per use service, and they only pay for this, for the utility of that service. So what they consume, they pay for that, and they do not need to come up with an upfront capital investment. So yeah, so all that kind of wraps up and makes our job easier while we deliver the impact we intend to, and the communities can benefit from our services. Thank you.